I saw a video right before we started, and 4 black kids steal a car and they get spike stripped right away, and they run off into this like grassy, overcut ravine, trees and bushes and shit, and it's going to be a nightmare to go down in there and get them all. And the cop goes, "Don't you make me turn this K-9 loose!" And the cop goes,
"Don't make us release our K-9."
And you don't hear anything for a second. And the other cop kind of looks at him and goes, "Yeah, 23. We got over here by Bryce Park." And then you hear, "That's the last chance, last warning." And here the guy comes. He's like, I'm coming out." He's like, "Tell your friends come too." And he gets them all to come out because they're afraid of the dog. His bark was so good. His bark was so believable, especially if you're off in the woods. You'd be like, "Fuck, that sounds like a coon dog that wants to eat." It was like,
dude, I wouldn't want to get fucked up by a police dog.
Like, give up right away. I talked about it last week. The guy with the tennis racket who tried to fight the dog off, and the cop took the tennis racket from him and started beating him in the face with it while the dog bit his face. That was crazy. Don't fuck
That's
with
the last
dog.
sporting item I would want to use to defend myself against a dog.
In the hand of that cop, it worked pretty good because he turned it sideways and started hitting the guy in the nose with it.
He's just wrapping him across the face.
Maybe like an Arthur Ashe era tennis racket that I could handle, but definitely not like a graphite core head, modern racket.
No. I watch a lot of police activity. I was watching a guy today sitting there on the metro bus with a big old Rambo knife, and he was like, "There is no tomorrow." And then he finally came with the cops. It was kind of fucked up because when he came with the cops, they did that thing where they all shoot him, right? And he goes down. And he gets back up, and the cops don't know, he's not really coming at us. Do we keep shooting? And then one of them
all miss?
Bang, 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 and shoots him like 4 times when he's not even looking at him and kills him. It was that police activity channel is one of the darkest corners of the internet. It's completely unmonetized, so they can get away with uploading that shit. But it's just one person dying after another. 8 videos a day. 8 videos a day of the cops killing people. It's
you shouldn't be watching it all day.
But see, that's also where I found the cop doing the dog bark. That's where that was a cute one. The cops ruff ruff ruff, and the kids come out and it's all and that's the end. Nobody died that one.
Do you ever
like that one to be in those police training courses? Yeah, they're always saying cops need more training. I just imagine a classroom of uniformed officers. Be great.
More timber. Make me believe you're a dog.
I'd want to be a K-9 cop if I was a cop.
You want the dog with you?
I'd want the dog with me. Yeah.
I would 100% want a dog. I'd want a person first. If it's either solo, a dude, a dog, or a lady, I think I go solo, then dude, then dog, then lady. Because the lady's a problem. Like she's gonna make things harder for me. It'd be easier if it was just me and I. You ever try to lift a TV and it's you and someone who can't lift the other side of the TV? Way harder than just lifting a TV. Okay.
Yeah, now you're lifting
try to fight a
angle.
guy. Now try to fight a man in the street and it's you and a girl.
It sucks.
Get back! I can't fight. I hit you again. Are you okay? He's choking me. Get him off me. Oh, you shot me. Why'd you shoot me? That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah. She's gonna pull out a taser and put 2 in the back of your head as you're rolling around.
Jake, what kind of cop would you want to be?
A bad one. One that's like doesn't do anything, that just sits there. I'd like to be a speed trap cop who just sits in their car
and does
I want to be that cop I saw on TikTok today getting his dick sucked. So it's real. This is a huge story. You may not have seen it.
Yeah,
I saw this cop is caught on 2 different angles. There are people in the apartments in front of his car and behind. He's parked SUV. He gets out, big white guy cop, and like kind of is real flirty with this little black chick, and then is like handsy with her, and then opens the back of the cop car. She gets in, and then he gets in, and they close the door. It's a big story. It's real.
How's
funny.
he get out of the back of a cop car?
I guess he didn't lock her up, or he's got the clicker or something.
Do they even
how
have
long
door handles?
It was an SUV. It's like it depends. Yeah, they've got door handles. It depends on the cop car. I've always been
one I went in.
Yeah, I was
rocking any
Crown
blue chew
on
the.
He may have been. Wait, so how long were they in the back of the car? Like a blowjob amount of time?
The video's 45 seconds long. so
Oof.
they don't get out.
So yeah,
They don't.
Long
They
boat
never get
trip.
out of the car. So yeah, plenty of time. That's way too much.
Actually,
time.
I'd
What
like
are
to
they
be one of
doing
those
there?
campus police officers. You remember them? Just
Yeah.
walking around, bossing kids around, hitting your club on the lockers, you know? You guys got any goofballs over here? Huh?
I want to be one of those boat
loser cop.
police officers,
Fuck
the
yeah.
kind that cruise around and just like stay by the shore and
Oh, yeah.
help other boats in trouble. I think that'd be fun.
Coast Guard.
They have marine police.
I think
There's-
Coast Guard would be cool, because
that's not a cop though.
You get all the respect of law enforcement. Free drinks, pussy,
Do you? Coast Guard, huh?
Yeah, dude, those guys
cares?
slay.
Some of them get to do like drug interdiction or something like the interdiction, and they get to do like quasi special forces shit, and then get to still like not have to go to a scary desert country and get their,
Right, and then they're home
feelings
every
taken
night.
away. Yeah,
Coast Guard people sleep in their own houses. That's kind of
yeah,
nice.
generally, yeah.
Navy people, they sleep somewhere else.
Yeah,
What about
who knows?
internal affairs? I'd be good at that. Busting other
Oh, they
cops.
love you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's your
You just
worst
be
nightmare.
antagonizing them. You
Keep your
can't
nose
shoot me.
clean, officer. Guess what? I'm drinking right now. Officer problem? Nah, you're fine. You're one of the good ones.
So you
The play
play
mind
wealthiest
games
cop
with
in
them
the
all
precinct
day.
Would be from internal affairs. Like,
You'd
oh,
be
have you
hated by the cops.
Touch all their faces all the time. Come here. Come over here. Look at you. Look at this guy.
Look at you. That's not a
Does he look
regulation
guilty?
haircut. That's
Does
not
he
a
look
regulation
guilty?
haircut.
Why are you touching the
Mussing his
police?
hair.
I'm
Guilty to me.
confused. Why do you touch them?
Who are you gonna call? FBI? I don't think so. I do whatever I want. I'm internal affairs. I know how this works.
And guess what? They call the FBI. I'm the internal affairs FBI guy.
Oh
Hey, I heard
yeah.
my buddy Dick was ruffling some feathers.
That's my
He's an
big
Indian
promotion
bird.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah. And then we hit up the CIA. Internal affairs guy. It's Kyle. he's come down. We're ruining the country one position of power at a time. Yeah. I always assume those stories on Reddit are
That's
made
why I only watch Police Activity, because it's real. You watch those people get shot to death. I'm telling you, 10 people a day they're killing over there on policeactivity.com. I noticed today they're not monetized.
PoliceActivity.com.
Police Activity channel.
The
on
YouTube
and-
channel,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
not monetized.
Can we get them as a
Damn
sponsor?
sure.
You're giving them so much publicity.
I mean, people need to know. It's the best channel on YouTube. It's crazy drama.
This is the best channel on YouTube.
Our
No,
second
yeah.
best channel on YouTube. You know, look, I watched that black man. He's sitting there, and they're like, "Sir, we heard you have a knife," and he like reaches and pulls out the biggest fucking, almost like a movie prop of a knife out, and he's just like, "Please, sir, please, sir, please, sir." And I start fast forwarding because the video is so goddamn long, and I'm trying to get to the good part, and I fast forward 5 minutes of him saying, "Please, sir," and holding that knife until they start shooting him with one of those less lethal 12 gauge shotguns, and that really riles him up. You ever throw a rock at a hornet nest and then run away?
No.
Kind of like that. Well, they just shot him to death right there. And then
Wait,
it's
to
time to
death?
watch another one. Yeah. Oh, well, they shot him and he fell into a pool of blood, but then he got back up. And one of the cops awkwardly gives him like 3 more real quick when he's looking the wrong way. It's pretty wild. The K-9 videos are by far my favorite because I love a good boy, you know? And those dogs are trained that getting to bite the thing is the best thing ever. It's what we fucking train for, you know? So when they
Love it.
actually get to bite a person, it's that dog's best day. You're seeing the happiest boy you've ever seen. And I like that.
My problem with police dogs is the rules of engagement. Like,
Yeah.
they're allowed to
Don't you hit my dog,
you
Damn
up.
boy.
Right. This guy, he's biting you. He's ripping your leg. You're already 77 stitches deep into your injuries. And if you so much as try to push his mouth off your calf, it's like resisting arrest. Now you got more
dog.
Yeah, right. Leave my dog alone. That dog's a
He's
cop.
biting the dog. I've seen at least twice where they bite the dog back because the dog's latched on to him and won't let go. So they're like, "Motherfucker, how do you let?" And they'll like bite an ear, and the dog will scream sometimes and let go because dogs don't want to get bit. And he's never been bit before.
You can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh, K-9?
It's true. I fought one of those police canines in a fucking bite suit once and
Uh-huh.
whooped its ass. Although I was in a bite suit, which isn't fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair to the dog.
No, not at all. I didn't mean to, but I kind of
Not a
WWE
kangaroo.
slammed him over my back. I thought he'd land on his feet, but he landed like flat on his back and yelped and ran away. And I was like, let's not put that in the video.
You monster.
I felt terrible. You got to understand, it was like a military canine, like a 80-pound German Shepherd or something. Ah! And he would fly through the air and latch onto me, and I would spin, like lean back and do spins. He'd be stretched out by just his teeth, locked eyes with me, and that guy's screaming like "Pocken, pocken," like whatever German for bite is. And so a little slam was par for the course in what he was dishing out. He bit the shit out of me.
He
over
was
and
being
over.
trained as much as you were that day. That dog.
My forearms were just black and blue all the way up and down them because
Jeez.
as a joke, they gave me the little bite sleeve, the training bite sleeve they use for like younger dogs, and then they sick the big dog on me. So my arm's getting all bit up, and I'm like, I guess men just take the pain, huh? This is what normal dog trainers feel all day. And then later on, they put me in the real bite suit. I'm like, this is 8 times thicker than what I was wearing earlier. And they're like, yeah, this is for the adult dogs. And
Here's your falconry mitten.
that dog whipped my ass for an hour.
Damn,
Yeah, I love it when they sick the dogs on them. It's great.
Yeah, I imagine that you go from feeling a little badass fleeing from the cops to absolute abject terror immediately when you see a dog chasing you, because they look so angry. None of them look like they're having fun. They're
Running
like,
from
they're on a
cops must
mission.
be the
I know
most
exactly
fun
how
thing.
fast they can run too. That's what I don't like. That feeling like, oh man, there's no chance of me escaping this dog.
Oh yeah,
No.
so much faster than you.
It's
Alligator,
can't
maybe I got a
outrun-
shot.
I can't outrun most men.
It's that
I'm a
Ron
little
White
fucked
joke,
if
right?
It's a dog.
Yeah,
Ron White said, I don't know how many of them it would have took to whoop my ass, but I knew how many they was going to use. As many as it took to whoop your ass. And that's how fast a dog can run. As fast as it takes to catch you.
yeah.
You're not getting
And
away.
it's not even vaguely tired by the time it catches you. It's just had enough time to rile itself up
No.
and
Yeah.
like getting
I
game
noticed that in
time,
that video
game
the other
7
day.
mode.
The cop
What
kind of
if-
was like, gave it a running head start. He made sure he didn't just like, all right, grab him now. He was like, all right, we'll let you go back here on the 40-yard line. You'll be up to about 25 miles per hour. But yep, get him. God, that dog's moving fast when
So
it hits. the guy.
obviously, I'm not. I don't think any of us are really built for speed, but people are.
Fair.
Can't people outrun dogs?
No,
Not in short bursts.
Yeah, not
in
short distance.
distance.
Not
They
a-
can, but not in short bursts.
not
No.
police dogs. People can't outrun a police dog. Like a German Shepherd.
Even
Like if you
fast
were to be
people?
like, no, not even
Not in
fast
short.
people.
Yeah, think about like how quick like a border collie is compared to like Michael Phelps. Not Michael Phelps. Well, Michael probably way faster than Michael Phelps running around. But Usain Bolt, like Usain Bolt would get humiliated by a border collie who had even a conception of what it was meant to do in a race. Like
Yeah.
the border
they'll get
collie
you no
could like
matter what.
eat treats
Sucks.
for the first 30
Yeah.
seconds and win. Like you
Yeah.
don't want to tango with dogs.
Okay,
They
so I have
Can't
some
run
numbers.
like 20 miles, but
An average track athlete averages, I guess, 15 miles an hour over the 100 meters. Starts from 0, so I imagine the top end's faster. Usain Bolt averages 27 miles an hour.
Woo.
That's his top speed.
Like a Honda.
And a German Shepherd goes 30. So even Usain Bolt gets caught by the German Shepherd, but not by a lot.
And Usain
Yeah.
Bolt, he's that
he's
big,
black, so that German
big
Shepherd will be
meaty
going.
calf. Yeah, that he's not wearing a protective suit. His bare calf is out, and he's losing that calf muscle when that
He's
dog
gonna
shows
miss
up.
it.
Yeah.
No,
grow
he's
back
gonna-
though.
Yeah, but it'll grow back.
And then we'll
by the
and then
cow
we'll eat
system.
it again.
Yeah, and then you let,
And then he'll
you
eat
let
it
the
again.
German Shepherd.
We're right back
run
to
over
the
him
first
again.
10 minutes
I
of the
swear
show.
that will work. You can grow steak